If you're thinking about joining Turbine, this is a great first month for you to watch. Because in this video, we have someone that has increasingly growing importance in the way that your first month is going to be prepared. So please, let's see what Patricia has to say.
Hi, Sérgio. Thanks for the invite. So glad to be here.
Can you please describe your functions to us?
As a person for learning and development, I'm trying to improve everything regarding your further education. So this can be, pretty much everything from you joining a German class over to you visiting a fair that's presenting some development insights. Also defining your next career goal. Basically almost everything. That's my role at Turbine Kreuzberg.
An interesting part of your role is that it was a role that didn't exist yet in Turbine. There was no one full-time dedicated to learning and development, and now we actually have a small team for starters. So do you want to tell us a little bit more about it?
So the role was created very new. So I joined like 8 weeks ago together with my colleague Leandro, and we both are a completely new team. And what I really like about that is normally when a company is at the size where we are right now, like about 120 people, they think about hiring one person for learning and development. But Turbine Kreuzberg really said like, hey, no, this is a really important matter to us. And we really want to have very happy people and people that can develop. And so they said, hey, we will not only hire one person, for example, me, but also like Leandro. And we are really, really happy about that.
And where can we expect the influence of learning and development?
Very good question. Well, I think you will see it in different ways. So, for example, right now we are creating some e-learnings. And so many people, I think, are not familiar with, okay, what is an e-learning? It's something you can open where you have, for example, a little bit text and there's a video. And for example, little quiz questions or pictures, you can explore very different kind of things, and it's informing you about stuff. And the good thing about this is you can open it whenever you need them. For example, if a colleague in Bishkek needs this kind of information, he or she doesn't need to ask a colleague that's in Berlin, whereas, for example, this big time difference. Instead, they can just open it and it makes it very accessible. This is, for example, something, but also like that we will offer some internal trainings, external trainings, workshops, but our goal is to really implement very important steps.
That seems very exciting. And so my next question would be, what are you focusing right now?
Right now we are firstly focusing on the onboarding because we are growing as a company. And of course, when you're growing and people are joining, there are many questions. I mean, like little questions like, what do I do at my first day in the office? To bigger questions like, who will help me to understand the code standards at Turbine Kreuzberg? Or who is supporting me in my development? Or whom can I ask like about the agile ways at Turbine? So this is really our prior number one topic to support the onboarding, especially for the developers.
Having seen all this, what does the future look like?
Do you mean the future of learning and development or the future for Turbine Kreuzberg?
The future of Patricia and the future of learning and development, and both together.
Some very exciting stuff and a lot to do, but very, very nice things. So my goal for Turbine is to implement a very nice learning and development, like having offers for every Turbine, so that everyone is saying, hey, I really can develop, and that the people know, okay, these are the development offers, and yeah, that they know how they can achieve them. So I think this is my goal, to have a really great learning and development, because when I spoke with many people, I have the feeling that the companies are always trying to have a great learning and development, but I think in most cases, the employees don't see it like that. So my goal is really that Turbinis will say in 1 or 2 years, like, hey, learning and development really did a great job.
One last question to know one last word. What word, in your view, describes Turbine the best?
Well, if I'm allowed to take 3 words, then I would say aiming for success, or I would say aiming for innovation.
Very good. I think that it suited us quite well. Patricia, it was a pleasure having you here. I hope that you liked it. Have a wonderful day.
Of course, it was my pleasure.
See you. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.